Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jade Cargill has been the talk of the town ever since reports of her backstage issues came to light. However, as per a new update, the former WWE Women's Tag Team Champion has had no issues on SmackDown since her return. The former AEW star was on the sidelines for nearly 3 months following a mysterious attack. She made her return at Elimination Chamber, where she went after Naomi. However, her return was followed by rumors of a backstage incident that occurred a few months ago. It was noted that Jade had heat with a few of her female co-workers and nearly got involved in a brawl with Shayna Baszler. Fightful Select provided an update on the situation, noting that things have been going well with Jade Cargill since her return. If the report is to be believed, there have been no issues with Jade on SmackDown in the last 2 weeks, and people are happy with how her segments have gone. Jade Cargill signed with WWE in 2023 with a lot of hype behind her. However, she has not competed in many matches in nearly 2 years with the company, with most of her bouts coming on the live circuit. The former AEW star was limited to the tag division upon making her debut in the global juggernaut. However, her singles push seems to be on the horizon, and she is currently involved in a feud with Naomi that could lead to a one-on-one match between the two at WrestleMania 41. Jade will also be in action on the upcoming edition of SmackDown, where she will take on Liv Morgan in a singles match. This will be the powerhouse's first match on WWE programming in over 4 months. She was last seen in action in November when she and Bianca Belair defeated Liv and Raquel Rodriguez to retain the Women's Tag Team Championship. However, a lot has changed since then, with Morgan and Rodriguez now holding the tag team gold. Introduction. In recent months, the professional wrestling landscape has been rife with discussions regarding the future of Jade Cargill, one of AEW's most dominant and marketable stars. Cargill, whose meteoric rise in All Elite Wrestling, AEW, was marked by an unbeaten streak and a larger-than-life persona, has captivated fans with her unique presence. However, rumors surrounding backstage heat have clouded her trajectory in AEW, raising questions about her future with the promotion, as well as her potential move to WWE. In this report, we will explore Jade Cargill's career developments, the rumors of backstage issues, her current standing in AEW, and the possible next steps for the rising star. The rise of Jade Cargill in AEW. Jade Cargill's ascent to the forefront of AEW was swift and undeniable. She debuted in AEW in 2020, and within a short span, her physical presence and charisma captured the imagination of fans and critics alike. Standing at 6'0", with a chiseled physique and an athletic background, Cargill immediately stood out as someone who could be a force in women's wrestling. Her early storyline with AEW star Cody Rhodes and the involvement of former basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal highlighted her as a marquee talent right from the start. In her first match against Red Velvet, Cargill showcased her ability to handle the spotlight, defeating Velvet decisively and announcing herself as a future champion. What followed was an impressive undefeated streak in AEW. By the time Cargill claimed the AEW TBS Championship in January 2022, she had already begun to build a reputation as one of the top stars in the company. Her athleticism and power were key elements of her in-ring style, and her larger-than-life persona created a buzz that had the potential to elevate AEW's women's division into mainstream recognition. As champion, Cargill continued to display her dominance, defeating opponents with ease. Her baddie persona resonated with fans, and her relationship with fellow wrestlers such as Kiera Hogan and Layla Gray only helped bolster her presence. She became a fixture in AEW's programming, especially on its secondary show, AEW Rampage, where her championship reign was continually highlighted. Cargill's time as TBS champion allowed her to become a staple of AEW, with many believing that she was destined to take on a leadership role in the company's women's division. Backstage heat. What we know. Despite Jade Cargill's success on screen, rumors of backstage heat have persisted for several months. Although the specifics remain unconfirmed, reports suggest that Cargill has faced friction with certain members of the AEW locker room. It's important to note that backstage politics and rumors are an intrinsic part of the wrestling industry, and not every report should be taken at face value. However, the frequency of these rumors raises questions about what could be contributing to this friction. 1. Reported clashes with AEW's creative team. A key aspect of the backstage heat surrounding Cargill is her reported issues with AEW's creative team. According to various sources within AEW, there have been disagreements between Cargill and AEW's creative direction for her character. It's been noted that Cargill, who has demonstrated a keen understanding of her brand, has pushed for more prominent booking and more compelling storylines. The AEW creative team, on the other hand, has been seen as more focused on developing other talent, which some believe has led to Cargill feeling neglected or frustrated with her position. In professional wrestling, creative direction is pivotal to a wrestler's success. A mismatch between a talent's vision and the company's goals can often lead to tension. This friction between Cargill's desire for more attention and the promotion's inability to fully meet her demands might be a key factor contributing to the backstage heat. Cargill has been vocal about wanting to be taken more seriously in the wrestling business, and some observers believe that her frustration stems from not being afforded the top-tier storylines she desires. 2. Limited in-ring experience and development. Another factor contributing to the rumors of backstage heat could be related to Cargill's relatively limited in-ring experience. While Cargill's athleticism and charisma were never in question, many have pointed out that her in-ring skills were still developing, particularly early on in her AEW career. AEW has long prided itself on having a deep pool of highly skilled wrestlers, many of whom have honed their craft over years in the industry. Cargill's training, while impressive, was relatively short compared to many of her peers. This led to criticism that her matches were often too one-dimensional or lacked the technical depth fans were accustomed to from other AEW women's division members. There have been rumors that some of AEW's more experienced wrestlers felt that Cargill was receiving opportunities in TV time without necessarily earning them based on her wrestling acumen. While Cargill's physical prowess made her an instant star, some backstage might have seen her lack of in-ring refinement as a barrier to elevating the division as a whole. The fact that she was continuously put in high-profile matches and championship storylines despite not having a lengthy wrestling resume could have rubbed some veterans the wrong way. 3. Disputes with AEW's handling of the women's division. Cargill's own frustrations with AEW's handling of the women's division may also play a role in her reported backstage heat. AEW's women's division has often been criticized for being underdeveloped, especially in comparison to other major wrestling promotions. Despite AEW's efforts to spotlight the division, including the introduction of the AEW TBS Championship and the addition of several high-profile talents like Toni Storm and Saraya, many fans and wrestlers feel that AEW's booking and promotion of the women's division often falls short. In this context, Cargill may have become frustrated with the perception that she was being used as a pawn to elevate the division without being provided the creative support she felt she deserved. Her unmatched presence and growing popularity made her a key asset to AEW, but it also placed her in a position where expectations from both fans and management were high. As a result, Cargill may have felt that AEW was not doing enough to make her reign as TBS champion feel as important as it should have been. The potential impact of backstage heat. The backstage issues surrounding Jade Cargill could have significant implications not only for her future in AEW, but also for her career trajectory as a whole. Here are a few potential impacts of the reported backstage heat. 1. Short-term impact on storylines and booking. If backstage issues between Cargill and AEW's creative team persist, it could lead to changes in her storyline or even her position within the promotion. This might involve a drop in her status as champion or a shift away from the spotlight to cool down tensions. AEW, like most wrestling promotions, thrives on the tension between performers and management, and a disgruntled star can sometimes see their momentum stifled or their role diminished until the situation is resolved. 2. The possibility of a WWE move. One of the more exciting aspects of Jade Cargill's future lies in the potential for her to jump ship to WWE. WWE has shown a keen interest in signing top-tier talent from AEW and other promotions, and the company is known for its ability to market its wrestlers on a massive scale. WWE has struggled to develop top-tier women's stars since the days of Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch, and a talent like Cargill could fit perfectly into their strategy. Cargill's size, athleticism, and persona would undoubtedly resonate with WWE's brand, and it's conceivable that she could be a dominant force on either the Raw or SmackDown rosters. While WWE is known for its backstage politics as well, Cargill's star power could make her an attractive prospect for the company, particularly if she feels that AEW cannot provide the creative control and opportunities she seeks. 3. Long-term impact on AEW's women's division. If Jade Cargill were to leave AEW, it could have a long-term impact on the promotion's women's division. Cargill is one of the few AEW women's talents with mainstream appeal, and her absence would leave a considerable gap in the division. AEW would need to find a way to fill this void, whether by elevating other talent or signing new stars. Cargill's departure would also raise questions about AEW's ability to nurture and retain its top-tier talent, particularly in the women's division, which has struggled to gain the same level of attention as AEW's men's division. The future of Jade Cargill, moving forward. Regardless of the backstage heat rumors, Jade Cargill's future remains bright, whether in AEW, WWE, or beyond. Her star power, natural athleticism, and undeniable charisma make her one of the top-known talents in professional wrestling. However, the key to her future success will depend on her ability to navigate the challenges in the locker room, communicate her frustrations constructively, and find a path that aligns with her career goals. For AEW, the company must decide whether to resolve the backstage issues with Cargill or risk losing one of their brightest stars to a rival promotion. AEW's handling of this situation could serve as a critical test of its ability to retain top talent in the face of external pressure, especially with WWE looking to make inroads into AEW's talent pool. Whatever the outcome, Jade Cargill's career trajectory will be a story worth following for wrestling fans, as she is a force capable of shaping the future of women's wrestling in a way few others can. Conclusion. Jade Cargill's rise to prominence in AEW has been impressive, but backstage heat rumors have clouded her path forward. Whether these reports of friction with AEW's creative team, fellow wrestlers, or handling of her character are true or exaggerated, they have led to speculation about her future in AEW and the wider wrestling landscape. Fans and industry observers alike will be watching closely to see whether Cargill remains in AEW, potentially navigates her way through the backstage heat, or follows in the footsteps of other AEW stars by making the jump to WWE. No matter what happens, Jade Cargill's presence in the wrestling world is undeniable, and her next move will have a lasting impact on her career and the future of women's wrestling. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.